Okay, so another what's sold. It's Monday again. I want to keep updating you guys on what's selling from the thrift store donation. Like, if you haven't seen one of my videos, my wife and I own a thrift store. We had two locations. We closed down one and we opened up this warehouse, and we're just operating out of one location now. But everything we sell has been donated to us. Um, and we get it from the thrift store. There's a cost for every item, though. We have to staff, we pay staff, W-2 employees, we pay taxes, we pay for rent, and all those types of things. So there is a cost, but we just started doing this cross-posting thing. I'm going to put a link in the bottom of this video of the service we're using, but it's a pretty good service. I'm going to do a whole video on it. So far, I'm really liking it. I've tested a few other cross-posting platforms or systems and didn't really like them. This one seems to be pretty good. It's actually free, I think, for the first 100 days or 6 months. I can't remember. Anyway, I will put a link to that at the bottom of this video, and I'm also going to do a video on that cross-listing platform later. But first item sold, we just launched this cross-posting, I think maybe uh, Friday or Saturday. We just pushed a couple items over, maybe 10 items over, and sold our first item over the weekend. It was a pair of Fabletics shoes. So these Fabletics, kind of like cross trainer runner women's shoes, really nice pair of shoes. Those sold for $29.79 plus shipping on Mercari. So I cross posted them to Mercari and to Facebook Marketplace, and they sold on Mercari within a day or two for $29.79. So we posted them on eBay, and then I used the cross-lister software to cross-post them onto Poshmark and Mercari. So I'm actually testing Mercari. This is my first sale ever on Mercari. I've never tested it before, so it's kind of fun. It's pretty neat. It's kind of like Poshmark. The shipping label's already paid for and done, so you just print it out. So it's really quick to ship. So that's the first item. Let's see what our items on eBay. Let's see for the weekend. Looks like the first item is a microphone, a Behringer microphone, sold for $10. It's been listed, I think, for probably longer than 6 months. Sold for $10. I think we had it on a 60% off sale. So a lot of these items, like I said last time, we have a huge sale going on right now. So a lot of these items are just selling them for, we still make a little profit on that. I think after fees and everything, we might end up with $8, might make a few dollars on shipping as well. So let me grab that in. Yeah, let's see, here it is. So it's a microphone, just a basic mic. Like I said in the last video, looks like it's a little stand too. We're everything sellers, so whatever we get in that make us money, we'll list it. So a lot of variation in what we sell, a lot of variety, I should say, in what we sell. Okay, next item up is a pair of Northerner rubber boots, sold for $14. Out of one of these ones that were on sale, a pair of Northerner boots. Northerner, made in the USA. I think they should have sold for more, but we got $14 on a 60% off. That item was also on the 60% off sale, been listed for longer than 6 months. We have I think I mentioned this in the last video, but we have a markdown schedule, a 60, 90, 180, and then 180 plus, 180 days plus markdown schedule. We run on 20, 40, 60% off. Next item is this is a good one. Lululemon used to be pretty good for women's clothing, but believe it or not, men's clothing now on the Lululemon side, men's is actually selling better than the women's. This is a Lululemon's workout shirt, just a simple stretchy t-shirt, workout t-shirt, sold for $30 plus shipping. Grab that item. So it's just a men's, like, bagged up here, but it's just a men's t-shirt, stretchy Lululemon t-shirt, and that's sold for $30 plus shipping. So that's a good sale. Next one up is a pair of these shoes. My wife, we were working at the thrift store, and we found these on the rack of our own thrift store. Sometimes we source our own store, but we found these on the rack. One of our people in the back Our employees must have missed this one, but I've never actually heard of this brand, so I might have missed it too. But Etnies skate shoes, Etnies, Etnies skate shoes sold for $30 plus shipping. They sold very quickly within a couple of days. We probably should have listed these for a little more, but they sold very quickly. That's the logo, Etnies. There's street shoes, skate shoes. Those sold for $30 plus shipping. In our store, I think we sell those for like $4 or $5. We have a set price. I think they're $4.99 or $3.99 for all shoes. All of our clothing and shoes and things like that, hats are all set price, and we try to keep our prices, real thrift store prices. I think our clothing everything is $5 or less. So we have some pretty good deals. We try to keep the prices low for our customers. Next item up is a T-shirt. It's an Old Guys Rule, Life is Good, the Good Life. So anyway, I think it's Life is Good or Living the Good Life shirt. So this sold for $14.99. If I can find it. Life is Good T-shirt. Let's see, there it is. Old Guys. That's actually brand new too. So as new with tags. Good Guys Rule Living Legend. I guess it's Old Guys Rule tag. That's sold for $14.99 plus shipping. Next item up is a Marmot. This one's been listed a really long time as well. This is a nice shirt, a Marmot men's button up. It sold for $8.50. Marmot's a really good brand. That one only sold for $8.50. The size is medium. That might have been the reason it was a slow seller, and we had to discount it to 60%. It's a men's medium shirt. Sold for $8.50 plus ship. Looks like the next item is a pair of women's 7 for All Mankind jeans. Those sold for $18. Women's jeans. A pair of basic jeans. Bread and butter, $18. And the next item is, these have been listed for a long time, vintage Matchbox Hot Wheels. Leave in the comments if you guys have sold Hot Wheels or Matchbox toys. I know there's certain ones that are worth a lot. This one was a lot of 1970s Matchbox trucks and cars, a lot of 20 plus. That only sold for 20. It was on a 60% sale. Grab those. So it's just a box of just Hot Wheels. Just random Hot Wheels off the 1970s. I think there's even it's like a tractor, like a John Deere type tractor in there. A bunch of different toys. And those sold for $20 plus shipping. So those were discounted. Let's see. Next one is a Master of the Universe vinyl record and storybook set. Grab that. There it is. So it's just like a vinyl record and storybook. Master He-Man, if you guys remember He-Man, the 80s, 90s, or just pretty into the late 80s, He-Man. Sold for $19 plus shipping. And next one's a Tommy Hilfiger men's shirt, button-up shirt. Just a simple button-up shirt. I think this one might be new. Sold for $15. Yeah, that's new with tags. Just a men's Tommy Hilfiger shirt. Bread and butter, $15. Chico's, next item, Chico's pants, women's pants, $17.81. I think we had about 18 items sell over the weekend, a little slower weekend, but a pair of kind of cool pattern Chico's pants. Those sold for $17.81. Next item up is a really neat hat. I actually wanted to keep this for myself. I'm a Seattle Mariners fan here, being here north of Seattle. It's a camouflage, the digital camo Mariners hat, Seattle Mariners hat. I'm trying to get some. This actually is brand new too. Brand new Mariners hat. Kind of a flat bill. Really nice design. That thing sold for $19.98. Brand new hat. It's a nice hat. This item is a vintage lead Storm Rider denim jacket. This one sold for $153. So keep your eyes out for denim jackets. They don't have to be Levi's. They can be Lee as well. That's Lee Storm Rider. That's what the tag looks like. It's just it actually had some stains on it too. It probably would have sold for more. Had some stains, I think, in the front. A couple of places you can see those stains that didn't come out. It's little markings. That's it's blanket lined, nice jacket. Sold for $153. And next one, another one that's been on sale for a while. LL Bean skirt, women's vintage LL Bean skirt, sold for $9. LL Bean, vintage. You guys probably recognize this tag, vintage LL Bean tag. And next couple items are more shoes. Shoes have been a pretty good seller for us this year. Doing more and more shoes. A pair of Converse, black and white kind of cheetah print Converse. Not even cheetah print. I don't know what this print is. Anyway, black and white print. Just a pair of Converse. Those are always in style. Size. What was the size on those? A lot of those are unisex sizes. Looks like women's size 10, but a lot of the Converse are unisex. Next item, like another pair of shoes, Adidas, 60% off. Looks like it sold for $14. Just some Adidas striped shoes. Pretty nice shoes for $14. Really, really nice condition. Those are some Adidas. $14 plus ship. Let's see. Next item is a Greenline International polo. I have a vintage polo. 60% off. Again, $8.70. Some of all this 60% off stuff. We just put that on sale and it's starting to move stuff. Want to bring new stuff into the store and out. Excuse me, out with the old. So that's the tag, Greenlight. I don't know much about that brand, but a vintage polo. $8.70. Next one is some overalls, blue denim, kind of look like some vintage overalls, floral design. Let's grab those. Those have been on in our store for a while too, I think. Kind of neat. I don't even know what the brand is, to tell you the truth. I don't know if they have it. I don't even see a brand on these. Even in the listing, it doesn't really say a brand. But yeah, they're kind of neat. Kind of patchwork overalls. Those sold for $24. And our last item, we went through this pretty quick. Our last item, well, actually, I think we have a couple more items. I think I went out of order here. Ann Taylor sweater. It sold pretty quick for $28.88. Ann Taylor, kind of a zip or a quarter zip sweater. Sold for $28.88. Ann Taylor, who would have thought? I need to learn my women's brands. I know my men's brands pretty well. I'm still learning women's brands. This whole thing is always a learning. You're learning every single day. You can't keep up with everything. So this is the item. It's so surprising. We've been selling a ton of this stuff the last few months. Yarn, believe it or not. We're talking regular old yarn. And this sold for $99.79. Just some simple yarn that was donated to the store. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 skins here. But skins they sold for a lot of 7. Sold for $99.79 plus $10 shipping. So yeah, it's crazy what sells. Yarn. But anyway, thanks for jumping in here and watching the video. I appreciate any likes. Please subscribe. I'm going to get more content. I'm going to get some content at the thrift store. I'm going to get some content, some footage, maybe out. I do some sourcing. My wife and I still go out sourcing. We do garage sales, flea markets, pick up wholesale lots here and there. from different websites online, do some online arbitrage, online shopping, sourcing, wholesale suppliers, things like that. So we'll be doing more videos on the sourcing side, the thrift store, probably doing some videos on this cross posting as we test this out more and more. And then, of course, we'll try to continue doing the what solds if you guys like that, to see what we're selling. It's a variety of things. You just never know. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your week.